Do 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 do. Why is the volume all the way turned up? Okay. Well, that's a sight to behold. So happy I'm not gonna butcher my ears right now at the moment. Oh man, it's been a minute. How does this work? You know, I never realized. Okay, it's called random play, right? But if they're open 365 days, why do they have a pause button? I guess to prove that they can take a pause sometimes too. Damn it, go away, Snapchat. I've already seen people have messaged me, damn it. Oh god, it was probably a bad idea to have root beer. Oh, oh well. Anyway, welcome back everybody. I'm Shiriki Chaos, and today, we are starting a 1.7 story quest that just dropped earlier in the week. Usually I do this closer when they start, but if we can do like half of it today and then the rest tomorrow, all the better. This is basically Bury Your Tears from the Past 2. So, this is still part of the main story Season 1 epilogue. And this coming after they gave us a Season 2 preview. I almost forgot about this, but I mean, it's going to be a banger. We'll check it out. Honestly, both characters are so lovable. I love the memes with Vivian too, so... I'm also kind of wondering, I know both of them are still part of the main story quest. I'm surprised neither of them have gotten, I should probably switch back to Belle, I suppose. I don't know. We tend to do that with these games. Like I was saying, I'm surprised that neither of them have gotten Agent Tapes yet. Wait, Wise is out here? He is, okay. I know our video archives have been done for a minute, but I'm kind of surprised at least Hugo didn't get one, or we wouldn't have seen one for... Yeah, we had one for Lycon, but surprised they wouldn't have added like a second one. At least for Hugo, unless... I don't know, something else is going to be happening. Yo, man's just sitting, chilling, and playing gacha, isn't he? How dare you be the perfect representation of us players who play this game, damn it. I know I was MIA for a bit, but it was WrestleMania weekend. What can you say? You had to watch the Mania weekend. That's all there is to it. And then I kind of just got busy throughout the week. And it just didn't work on my other day off. So, we were kind of MIA, but we are back. And we do have a few other games I do want to throw on the channel to try and start a Let's Play on, so... I guess, without further ado, let's get right into it. Why would Vivian send a message? She was with us. Vivian sent a message. Seems they've made more progress on the sacrifice issue. I wonder how Vivian's been doing. Wasn't she been living with us for a bit? After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Are we sure he's actually dead, though? Because it was even in the preview, it showed him still there. I mean, captured. Belle, do you want to arrange a time to meet up with her? Let's go meet her right now. Let's go. Immersive storytelling? Yes, please. Alright, then I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just rest and I'll tell you when. It's like late in the afternoon for me, and yet I'm acting like it's, I haven't had any sleep when I've had plenty. Rest on the sofa. Yes, please. How comfortable is this damn sofa? I want it. You originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but you end up falling asleep instead, until you hear something nearby. Uh-oh. The numbers, Mason! What do they mean?
Vivian? Vivian?
I
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
No way. Bro, Fairy's like, I'm out of here. Bro, poor Vivian. Oh my god.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in.
The other Lord Phaethon. Fairy just dipped. Oh my god. Fairy's like, nope, I'm out. Also, we were looking up at the ceiling, I couldn't help myself. It looked like part of me was going for the start of Honkai Star Rail, and the other one was, the numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Oh my god, I feared for our life. Bro, Vivian's so cute. We have to protect her at all costs, I swear.
I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself.
You see this? You see this? How comfy is that sofa, damn it? I need that sofa in my life.
I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Aww. She's our cute little dork. #1 sleepy face.
What? Sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but good morning, Lord Phaethon.
Do you need anything from me today? Why so formal?
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family, but I haven't found the source yet.
Ruh-roh. Could it be Hartman?
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn.
Are we gonna get into Top?
To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
I wonder, is he actually dead?
Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Hartman won't just give up like that. Could it be that someone's trying to get rid of Hartman?
Is someone trying to take advantage of this to get rid of both Hartman and the Ravenlocks?
I think Hartman knows this too, which is why he's completely vanished. No matter how hard I search, I can't find a single trace of him. Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core. Now that he holds this bargaining chip, he is definitely going to negotiate his way out of this with the Exaltists.
Could it be that, what's her name, Sarah? Who's only had like
interrupting Vivian.
5 minutes of villain screen time? I believe she was like towards the end of chapter 5. I think Sarah was her name, like obviously the main villain of chapter 2, I'm gonna assume.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Wouldn't she have every square foot of this video store memorized?
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
Let's go.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
Remember, we are your proxies. Alright. Special event.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Man, why do I feel like I should have started this in the morning?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian looks perfectly normal today. She isn't upset. I'm pretty sure she's okay
Vivian's
with
doing
it.
just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
How could we not go back into our own video store? Okay,
No
let's
problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you.
You return to the video store with Lycon. Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction to Lycon's arrival.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
See, that right there, that's literally why I'm saying Hugo is probably still alive.
You're right.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Well, that was fast.
Belly awestruck.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
We'll think about it.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Ballet Twin sure is a hotspot where we go to now. Bill, what do you think about Lycon's suggestion to work with the mayor? Let's overthrow him! The sacrifices are still a threat. Our teacher... True, at the moment our only intel on the sacrifices is what Bringer left behind. We can get someone to help investigate, but it'll take a significant amount of time, and time is something we can't afford to waste. So working with the mayor is a good option. Ooh, what do you think, Vivian? Mockingbird has always gone against authority. Would it be against your values to work with the mayor? You know what? I love Vivian. Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with, at the moment at least. Now let's go see Lycon, talk with the mayor first. Well, we're doing those exact same stuff at the same time. We could go to the car, or we could just fast travel. Alright, Mr. Mew Mew. Catch that Pokemon! He's not even a Pokemon, let's be honest. Huh? Not close enough? Okay. It seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Let's talk to the mayor. Working together requires sincerity on both ends. Of course. Please rest assured, when it comes to sacrifice, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
Oh, we're just skipping right into it, okay. Kinda thought we had to go somewhere else.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago.
Really?
Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost.
Is that also the same thing that also turns people into ethereals?
No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then, but it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltist's most successful attempts at creating sacrifices.
Since this person has already passed away, and the exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Would that be Sarah? Or that one evil chick we met in Chapter 5?
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for TOPS?
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms.
It's a win-win situation for them. They create chaos, they come in and solve it.
The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice. And I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him. And I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it.
Why is the end of this gonna feel like Chapter 5 2.0?
I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again.
We better not have to remember that in the future.
On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Void Hunter rank? Miyabi?
Really?
No, that'd be someone
A
else.
Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined.
Wait, is she the one person we met in the preview for Season 2?
She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
We don't want New Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Somewhere in between. I'm glad the two of you have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we are sure to successfully recover the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Lycon leaves thereafter. Lord Phaethon, shall we head out now? Oh, we're going straight into the Hollow? Alright, let's go. Trial use of Vivian, let's go. Oh, we can only take one extra one. Who should we take?
This is the path I follow.
Should we just take female Virgil? She's Ether,
Good
that's
day,
right.
Lord Phaethon.
Vivian Banshee? Is that actually her last name, or is it just there?
Eradicate all evil.
I don't know who to take.
Preparing to move out.
You know, screw it. Let's take female Virgil.
This is the path I follow.
Why not? They said Void Hunter. I want Miyabi right now. Y'all mentioned Void Hunter, and I bring out female Virgil. Say no more, fam. Also, we're gonna bury our tears by burying the light. Let's do it.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
There's nothing up here. I guess we'll just go forth head on. Oh, so she does kind of a lunge? Okay. What if I hold? Ooh, her dodge is pretty good. Oh! She has little rocket boosters under that skirt? Damn! Why is she more like an anime Mary Poppins? I need a Mary Poppins anime now. Like, honestly, give me Mary Poppins anime. I need one now.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary.
She says she.
Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Just as Vivian is talking to herself, you hear another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, so you pull her to the side to listen.
Did
Oh,
Hartman just
okay.
make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops?
I was about to say, they're obviously talking, but there wasn't anything
Been walking
there.
around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years?
Isn't that the voice of Bakugo? Among others.
He was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
After the two top employees left, Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops, even if it means playing with fire. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Who is this she you're talking about? Thank you, I'm not the only one.
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who is this she you keep mentioning?
Isn't it Sarah, the one that was behind the scenes of Chapter 5?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet.
Was she captured or did she grow up with the Exaltus?
So, Lord Vathan, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure.
Sure. I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Vathan, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is.
You know, I don't know how I would feel
I
about,
just can't shake the feeling that
you know, if we had a Zenless Zone Zero,
something bad is about to happen.
high school anime, I feel like Vivian would have already started the fan club, Faith and Fan Club, a long time ago. Let me see, more cereals. Well, there are one. Oh, is this where I can hold
Better not get my
this?
trust dirty.
Oh, ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. This dormant sacrifice is gone too. Who could it be and how do they know the locations of the dormant sacrifices? Let's check the next location. I hope this doesn't become a nightmare for New Eridu.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but
Where'd he go?
he had his reasons.
Is it just me or was that crazy with the Bang Boo just in the cutscenes like
Mockingbird
that?
might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but
Ooh, I kind of like that twirl. Oh wait, we have to run.
Ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path.
I didn't know she did that little twirl when we stopped.
I'm needed for more than just my curse.
That's a pretty cool detail, though. Not gonna lie. I think she's one of the only few characters that do that as well. You know, I kind of feel like she's a little mini Cantarella a little bit. Mostly just Mary Poppins, though. I'm still hoping for a Mary Poppins anime. Okay, so she has 5 of those circle crests. She's way different than the other ether anomalies.
Are we too late?
I should do her character demo. Can I just like float around like Iron Man? I gotta do her character demo to see that. I have not even done that yet. Someone there. That's not the her, is it? Silent, okay. Where the whole area's quiet, alright, let's go.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Never mind, I guess it's not the Sarah person.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Sis?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Okay, it's like that.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
Oh no, I can hear it later in the memes.
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Okay, so then maybe there still is hope for a connection there. They keep saying she. Camille gives Vivian one last glance and throws a smoke bomb to the ground. The noise attracts some materials even though you have many questions. Dealing with the imminent threat feels like the right choice right now.
Lord Mason, watch out!
So basically just take down the ethereals. They're making it act like there was more ethereals than what there are right now. Alright, these will be a stench.
What an eyesore.
Find off the ethereals, you search for a long time. No more dormant sacrifices. Phone rings.
You two took longer than I expected. Did something happen?
You could say that.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region.
I figured it had to be something traumatic like that.
A lot happened. And after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you.
Aww. She's so cute.
I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
Really?
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Vathan? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Sure, let's go. Let's get it.
I'm in. Let's go together.
Casually in and out of the Hollow. I forgot about that too. We can casually go in and out of the Hollow easier as well. Luminous Square with Vivian to meet her old friend. Excuse me. Probably should not have had root beer earlier. That's going crazy. Lord Vathan, let's head out as soon as you're ready. Go now.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel.
Okay, I was just gonna let the dialogue go, but I guess we're going there.
She's like a mentor to me. I learned a lot about data scraping on Internet thanks to her.
Rain! Somehow this shouldn't be surprising.
Rain! Long time no see.
Hello!
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh my god. The cause of us to go all over the place for someone.
Rain? You two knew each other?
Belle, this really shouldn't be too much of a surprise.
Yeah, Vathan. Long time no see.
Long time no capture.
Rain! You actually know that Lord Vathan is Lord Vathan?
Probably long before you, Vivian. That's how it went.
No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Vathan.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them.
I mean, you're dealing with Nicole. That makes sense.
I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Vathan wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right, Lord Vathan lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol.
Idol?
Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out?
Is that why she was there in that one? I think it was a New Year's video.
You came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I think I know that black cat.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Vathan, please, let's drop this topic.
Aw, she's so embarrassed. It's cute.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is.
If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Someone's jealous.
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
Man, Vivian all flustered.
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Any more leads?
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you are unsure about?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Rain waves goodbye and leaves. Vivian mentions she knows someone who's really skilled at finding people in her life, so you follow her and continue on your way.
Lord
Another
Raven,
person.
Please pay no mind to what Rain said.
Well, we're gonna pay mind. You got all flustered and embarrassed. That
big
was
guy's up
cute.
ahead. Let's hurry.
Big guy. Denny Boo? Okay, this one piques my interest. Long time no see. You seem to be doing well, little one. I made an awesome friend since last time we met. My friend got ill before, and it was the manager who helped heal them. I didn't realize you two know each other. Then next time I head to the manager's place, will I get to see you two? You two know each other. This little guy is Lucky Boo, my old boss at my previous workplace. Bought it at a discount store clearance sale. But he was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk on paying wages, he didn't take care of his Bang Boo either. Wow. What an ass. Yeah, that guy, really terrible. Then this little guy had a malfunction and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repairs. Really, it could have been fixed with just a simple battery change. Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery, the bestest ever. All I did was change your battery for you. It was you who earned the money to buy it. Yeah, I'm amazing too. I earned 100 Denny's, just enough to buy a battery. So that's where that 100 Denny Boo battery came from. Honestly, you got plenty of energy, but I told you before, you need to be more tactful. Haven't you learned anything? I learned pet one Denny Boo, give Denny. Well, I guess you have something of a sales pitch. So you found a way to make a living, huh? Amazing. Better not expose one Denny Boo. So that's how it learned that. Did you need me for something? I'm super happy to help. I know you love exploring all kinds of places, so tell me, have you come across anyone strange these past 2 days? Strange? You mean someone who looks hurt, scared, and kind of trying to hide where there aren't many people around? Let me think. I got it. I saw someone like that in the desert today. Someone super similar. Desert? Outer Ring? I don't think one Denny Boo can make it that far. Desert probably refers to the sand pit up ahead. Lord Phaethon, let's go take a look. Did I help? You were super helpful. Yay, so happy. I want to keep helping. Aw, we gave him a warm and fuzzy feeling in his tum-tum. You should go and do whatever important stuff you need to do. Let's play together soon. Aw, we can't be mad about that.
Denny Boo is just too cute, right?
Yo, I agree.
I didn't know you helped it too.
You know,
I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
man, we can't be mad about that. We gave him a warm and fuzzy feeling in his tum-tum. It seems that's the person Rain and one Denny Boo were talking about. Lord Phaethon, please stand back. I cannot be certain if he'll end up doing something extreme, considering his current mental state. I'm afraid he might hurt you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. Vivian walks forward and taps the cowering man on the shoulder.
Don't take me back, please.
Take you
I
back?
was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Trauma.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We are not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family, but you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the Hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right.
And yet everyone went anyway.
I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the Hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the Hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy.
Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
Blonde guy?
So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
That can't be Hugo, can it?
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
You and Vivian contact Lycon, the mayor representing Victoria Housekeeping. Rena arrives to take the man away, mentioning that the mayor will confirm the location based on the description. So basically just more intel, okay. You're remarkably calm.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough. Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
Kind of hard to imagine.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain.
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends. And you even know one Denny Boo.
That's
Can
amazing.
you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Yep.
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Yes, Vivian, that's right. Get more backstory out of little Phaethon twins. Start with the Red Fang gang.
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaethon account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
As you walk along the river by Lumina Square with Vivian, you start sharing your stories. Although she wasn't part of them, she's been to the places where they took place. She's been to the Chaotic Hollow, the Camellia Golden Week. She has her favorite sandwich at Cheesetopia, and she's even received a star sticker from Officer Mew Mew for rescuing Bang Boo. You're amazed at the coincidences of life in New Erdeo and how your paths have crossed so many times without you realizing it. And after a long chat, it's time for a meal.
I remember it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaethon!
What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you, and now Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count.
Yo, that is wallpaper worthy right there. Take a quick break.
I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence.
Aw, our poor Vivian.
Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me, whether they knew me or not. Everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights. And not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind. And right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Vathan.
Hmm?
Wait, really? Me?
This got so deep all of a sudden.
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
So, what exactly did the comment say?
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Damn. Do the work yourself, she says.
Huh? No!
That's amazing. I love Vivian. Personal favorite.
So, Lord Vathan, thank you.
Man, nothing better happened to her. She's our own. She's obtainable, so that means nothing bad is gonna happen
Not
to her,
only
right?
for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Vathan, I truly like who I've become.
The wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing it against her cheek. The lights reflect in her eyes dance and flicker, as if eager to share the stories of the past, both the good and the bad, the happy and the sad. Emotions intertwine with the narratives, and you feel as though you're witnessing the past she has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update. Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Man, I know she's supposed to be super crazy Stalker 9000, but honestly, where is my little timeline thing? There we go. Oh, this is kind of long. This is a big one. Okay. Oh, it's about the same as the other one. Okay. About the same length. So we can probably just squeeze 2 parts out of this. Okay. I see. Go to the video store. I guess we'll just go to the counter.
Belle, you're back.
Oh, I guess we'll just do it right away.
Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when he returned. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now.
Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
Leave it to us.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Mayor's friend. Lord Phaethon will head out as soon as you're ready. We must obtain the sacrifice core before Hartman does. Well, nothing better to do. Let's go. Let's get to it. I'm really excited to see who this is. If it isn't the one person that they revealed in Season 2.
This is the path I follow.
I doubt it. It'll be much work.
My blade is ready.
But screw it. What is your name? Bangboo in trial mode. Dang it, I was just hoping to know his name. Alright. Let's go. Oh, well, he should probably be in the shop, or... Wasn't he supposed to be free? I think it was free from, like... What? I don't know, some event, I think? We'll figure it out later.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important?
Yes.
Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina.
Ah, so that's the she. Okay, so it's definitely not Sarah.
I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
Your head on a silver platter.
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right. Lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's Dina?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
Dodging the question, huh? Planned the route already.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You're in capable hands.
I still wonder, are the Phaethon twins gonna get powers in the future, besides, like, their little eye powers?
Ethereals!
Anything secret? No, nothing secret? Okay. Ow. I'm just trying to try out the new agent without getting clapped.
Don't touch me.
Whoosh. Okay, this new Bangboo's kind of a vibe. We have to get him. Bro's kind of a vibe, I swear. Down we go.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage.
We could take the stairs, huh?
Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
Nothing? Alright. Let's see if we hold it. Oh, it doesn't range attack if we hold it. Okay.
Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon.
Oh, that was a waste. Damn it. Oh well. We have a judgment cut ready. It's okay. Up the stairs. I feel like we're gonna be sucked into a trap, aren't we? We're gonna get sucked into a trap, aren't we? I can already tell. Oh, okay. Ouch! Do we have anything ranged? That lunge! Did you see that lunge? Okay, Vivian has lunge.
This is our chance. Let's hurry.
Wait, her little umbrella comes in 2 pieces? That is fire. Okay, that's fire. That's amazing.
No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous. Hand over what's in the box.
Put the memes in the box, Oni-chan.
This the hard way. Lord Phaeton.
Oh, Snoopy and a mud target.
Talk big, little girl. Let's see if you can get past me first.
So she can also deflect with a lunge? Okay, that's kind of amazing. Oh, that is amazing.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core.
Wait, it's seriously just right here? Okay.
Lord Phaeton, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
Steal it. We stole it.
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind.
Vivian, it's been ages.
What's with the yandere look? No! That is the straight yandere meme face. What is this? Straight yandere meme face.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake. How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Dina approaches Hartman and coldly inserts the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. The guy collapses to the ground, screaming. Dina wipes her hand and casts a look of disdain.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
Did Vivian have it all along?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought.
This also proves my theory. Hugo has to still be alive.
Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors? Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not?
If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Damn, she is crazy yandere mode right now. As Dina finishes her words, several explosions erupt. Oh, so I guess we're gonna be left with the ethereals. How dare you? Alright, man.
It's over.
I'm gonna need y'all to chill.
To get out of this.
Okay, Vivian's a good agent. Oh, that was our Bang Bruce shooting. That's who it was. Okay.
Flames below them.
Alright, let's see her ult. I haven't seen it. Oh, that is amazing. That's a beautiful ulti, if I do say so.
Purging slash.
That was such a beautiful ultimate. I kind of like it.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon.
Still more? Oh, okay. It is her!
It's ink.
Shun Palace. Good fortune, close gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
A new waifu has appeared! A new waifu has appeared! Yo, so pretty too. Okay, she's gonna be a must pull.
Finally, peace and quiet.
Yo!
You
What a
must be pal,
baddie!
right?
What a baddie!
Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
You are.
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Are you the investigator?
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
And she got the boing boing. Let's go. Guidance?
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Why would a proxy need guidance in the Hollow?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
What? But we just met! Yishuan leaves after saying this while Vivian appears, lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well.
It's okay, Vivian. All of us got distracted.
I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Let's leave the hollow first, though.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
Oh, we're back here. Okay. Talk to Vivian. I was wondering if we were going to see her or she was going to be a 2.0 exclusive.
Lord
So let's
Vathan,
go.
Are you going to rest now?
Are you feeling down?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried.
If you want to talk, I'm here to listen.
If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
Was the blessing medicine the sacrifice serum?
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Vivian starts to recount what happened that day.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
I see. In front of everyone, if she's patronizing it, he can't really go back on it.
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go!
Vivian? What's happening?
Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
No, I was just...
Oh, okay.
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you?
Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Her voice trembles as she shares her past stories.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
Don't think like that, Vivian. We're gonna prove her wrong. And by the end of this, we're gonna give her a warm and fuzzy feeling in her tum-tum.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you.
How dare they do this to our girl Vivian?
As for
How
Dina
dare
and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices.
They're the only two that knew what they were doing back then, so... Honestly, Vivian did nothing wrong. She only made a choice and went through with it.
The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Just come to me whenever you need.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
After bidding farewell, you head back to the video store. Collectible on the table. When you wake, it's almost noon. We were asleep for quite a while, huh? Well, Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. Does she need something? It was about the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at the auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards, and we're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. If you have time, head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll go meet up with her. I think after this, it should put us halfway. Okay, we can't really check now, but we'll check after this. Earlier, Vivian exchanged info with an acquaintance in the auction house's lounge.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift.
She is everywhere if she's not at the video store.
The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
That's definitely Hugo.
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Okay, it's not really surprising they know each other. After saying goodbye to the Shawl, Vivian leaves the lounge. We're definitely going to run into Hugo, aren't we? Lord Phaethon, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid the security footage. But once I know Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. Huh? Nani? We are Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising we have subtle ways of communicating information, should it? Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators, so Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. But I just checked their trackers, and one of those birds flew near the auction venue of the day Hugo took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Lord Phaethon, let's split up and search the area. If you see a bird, you can send me a picture of it. It should be able to recognize it. So, why are we just doing a more advanced Assassin's Creed mission for the feathers? This is literally collecting the feathers of, like, Assassin's Creed. Let me see this little guy. The bird. Look at the little birdie. Look at the little birds. A soft and sweet ball of fluff. It's hard to imagine this is a bird Hugo chose for the mission. But it does have some black feathers, so maybe this is it. Either way, might as well take a photo and send it to Vivian. Sending a picture of the panda-colored chunk of a bird to Vivian. Panda-colored chunk of a bird. I love that description. You get a negative answer. Let's keep looking elsewhere. Oh my gosh, that's an amazing description. What'd she say? So cute, so soft. Okay. Wait, it's another Bang Boo, isn't it? Wait, no, it can't be a Bang Boo. Screw it, I'm just excited. Alright, what's this gonna say? Penguins count as birds, I guess. And besides, using a Bang Boo for communication seems perfectly reasonable. What if this is this guy? Either way, let's take a photo and send it to Vivian. I kind of wish they would have thrown this as an event, like bird photo ops or something. After sending the photo of the penguin-shaped Bang Boo to Vivian, Vivian responds with a long set of ellipses. Seems like we were wrong. Let's keep searching elsewhere. Somehow I knew it was going to be in a back alleyway, wasn't it? Was that? No, that's not where we parked. It just looks like our vehicle. Black crows and a dark alley. Seems a bit cliche, but this really is a good place to hide something. Let's take a photo of this crow and send it to Vivian. After receiving the photo, Vivian quickly responds, "That's the one." It's all thanks to Lord Phaethon we found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among these boxes. You look through the boxes and find the recording, but it's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together to repair it and check the contents before making your next move. That was quite fun. I kind of wish Zenless would have made an event for that. That would have been fun to do. I don't know if it's going to throw us straight into the story. Oh, it is. Now we can check where we are at the timeline. Oh, okay. So we're like here-ish. That's where we are. Hugo's Inner Demon. Salt in the Hollow chapter rewards. I think we can probably finish up this mission. We still should have time. Turn to the video store. Vera repairs a videotape and you watch the recording. The contents leaves you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I miss Hugo.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Pretty sure we're already past that.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived. And Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the Creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
the Creator will guide me.
Video abruptly comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Why has Hugo never mentioned this before?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo...
To deceive your enemy, you must first deceive your friends? Maybe?
Val, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
Call Lycon first, okay.
Alright, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Oh my god, we got Tim Burton on our side. Let's go.
Correct. And Hartman's study is is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
What about us?
So, what should I do?
Probably proxy work?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Why did that almost seem like a confession? Please go out with me.
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely.
Man, how can we say no to Vivian? Let's go together.
All right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Man, we can never say no to Vivian. You get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come on 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. Is there anything I need to look out for? I'm a bit nervous. Don't worry, Lord Phaethon, just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. But since there's still some time before we have to go, so do we watch an instructional video on formal dinner etiquette together. I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission 2. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. Last minute studying. Let's watch. Yep, I'll go over the key details for you as we watch the tape. You do some last minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet for your mission that night. Before you know it, everything has arrived. Lord Phaethon Burton sent his location. Are you ready to join me for the banquet? Why not? We'll go to the banquet. We'll see what's left after the banquet. So, hold on, I'm just going to say this for now. So, are we... Okay, well that part of the commission's been done. Are we technically in this part of it? I wonder if we're in, like, this part of it. Lock. X, don't let me do anything. We probably are. Let's just go to the banquet. Why not? We'll go to the banquet. It probably shouldn't take long, let's be honest. Alright, let's go. Then I'll meet up with Burton first and make sure he hasn't tampered with the car, Lord Phaethon. Please wait 5 minutes before joining me. It'll be safer this way. Vivian heads off. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying it's all good. Let's all meet up. Down the stairs. Wait, so low-key, we're just going like this? So we watched the whole video on table etiquette and everything, and yet we're kind of going like this to a banquet. Interesting. Okay. Over here. Hello, Tim Burton. Oh, he got the sporty car. Miss Banshee, this is something the matter? What I mean is this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. The Ravenlocks can protect me. No, if that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. She heard the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the sentries, with plenty of delicious, not available anywhere else, and she wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests a +1, are you? Of course not, since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian's, you are also my honored guest. Let's be off then. My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there, we will take a speedboat to the manor. We're going to another separate place? About an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor. With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Man, no one's been calling her by her last name. It's so weird.
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk.
Vivian is so devious, I love her.
I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Damn, she just no filter exposure.
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now?
Look at her, she's dangling that carrot.
And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Burton hurriedly leaves, and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
What do you mean by dessert? You're totally like a noble lady just now.
Wow, you were so cool just now. Like a powerful noble lady. You sent Burton packing with just a few words.
Why did Belle go so in character there?
It's just some techniques Hugo taught me. Like that dessert I mentioned. It means I want them to offer more if they want to come to an accord. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Alright, stick to the plan.
Alright, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.
In accordance with the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with a gentle push, the door actually opened. I was thinking accidentally.
Going a bit too well.
Maybe we're just lucky. Let's contact Lycon. Huh.
Perhaps we're just lucky? Plus, their security measures outside were so tight. Maybe it's more lax inside.
However, just to be safe, I'll call Lycon.
Our top priority is to investigate Hartman's office.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up. You and Vivian searched through Hartman's office for a while but find nothing. Just then, footsteps suddenly came from outside, and in a moment of panic, you hide behind the desk.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction?
Ruh-roh.
So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap.
Man just knows everything.
But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
We gotta get out of here. Hartman raises his gun, aiming at the desk, yet there is no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes.
Bullet? How?
I knew he had to come back.
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another?
I knew he had to come back. He's here.
You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want.
So the one he was penetrated through the heart, it must have been some old trick.
Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear uncle.
I knew it. He had to be back. That's amazing. Shortly before. Let me just top the tower.
Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
I knew this had to be part of something. I knew it.
It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Damn. Okay, so he's always been a good person on our side. Let's go. I like Hugo. Good character, long-haired gang.
Bring Lycon along.
Sharp-dressed man.
Partner in crime, after all.
Okay, do you have any more lines?
You're late.
Okay, I guess we have that.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you?
Okay, I think that might be where the dialogue ends. Okay.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props.
Man, sounds like he does this on a regular basis.
Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
No, I'm flattered.
Oh, he didn't even say his own line. Alright.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair.
Always the come and go.
After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Don't we already know that one was a fake?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end.
There he is. There's our no filter, Hugo.
Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
Man, such a good person.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
A lot of damage? Lycon leads Hugo to a small warehouse in Port Elpis. Hugo looks pleased with the place. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits down on a chair, pulls out some rope, and ties himself up. This was also from the trailer.
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't.
Did he put the sacrifice core in his body?
Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it?
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Aha, so he's gonna go crazy. Hugo tells Lycon what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this, because he had drugged that red liquid. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the Ladder would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and then ask questions, attempting to glean information.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
I don't know if that would help at this point.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, Nikon, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Once partners, former enemies, always partners. After who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The ropes that bound him had come undone. Though he didn't know when that had happened, Hugo checks himself over. Thankfully, he hasn't injured himself that badly while he was going crazy. After some time, Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up, then opens a warehouse door.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet?
Oh, this is like when we went zombie.
Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there.
Okay.
Might as well go ask.
I was wondering why we couldn't move. Port Elpis? Can we just go in here now, or is this only for the mission? It's all your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. I had made it. I endured for so long, all those years of planning. I was so close, he already agreed. You go and beg him to reconsider for me, okay? Tell him you'll do anything. Tell him to take me back. No, he won't want to see you now. You can't go and see him, Mother.
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you.
The woman's face is distorted with hatred, as if the person before her is not her child, but an enemy who destroyed her future. She blames all her misfortune on this innocent child.
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
Damn. Chill. Chill, bruv. Chill. She raises her hand to reveal a pair of scissors. The tip gleaming with chilling light, she thrusts the sharp point towards Hugo's paler eye. Then she suddenly vanishes as if she had never existed at all.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
So this Bang Boo is playing his inner demon? Okay, I was not expecting that.
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self.
So basically Hollow Ichigo talking to Ichigo, okay.
You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother.
Is that why he's always had two different eyes this whole time?
Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade.
This is off topic, but I need what is it? Every character in this game versus a Bang Boo version of themselves.
If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves.
Prove your strength. That ain't gonna do anything now.
Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that me is you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
Well, that's kind of what inner demons are for. After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. Then he opens the warehouse door.
I see. This is still an illusion.
Serena? That's his sister.
I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Okay.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek.
Ah, crap. Please tell me you're at the lighthouse. Shit.
You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Okay, we can't go up to the lighthouse. What about a good hiding spot above our head? Up here, since you can get up here? Probably not. Oh, it's just gonna give us a waypoint? Okay. Man, I was actually kind of excited to play hide and seek, and then it just gives us the waypoint. I kind of figured it should have been down here anyway, but you never know. Man, that kind of sucks. What folly.
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why
Fine. Would she be over there?
I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
Nothing there, nothing there. No? Okay, apparently I'm totally lost. Back up there again, alright. I guess we'll just try to run all the way there. What is that, back in the warehouse? You know, all in all, I had this backwards.
Still looking in the wrong spot.
Well, we can't get up to the lighthouse, so that's out of it.
I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
What a cruel bastard. As expected of a disgusting bastard, Lady Serena was so nice to him, yet how does he still have the nerve to stay in this house? They shouldn't have let him in front of the start. Filthy, lowly blood. Curses and insults encircle Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen knives. The mockery and rage form a wave that crashes through him, threatening to drown him. Then, as the cacophony reaches its peak, it goes silent. The air seems to... Pretty sure that's conceal. Congeal. Typo! Let's go, we got typo. The air seems to conceal in the silence deep and oppressive. It is as if time stood still, with only his rapid heart beating echoing.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes. Your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately. It was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me. Many times. But I was careful. And they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death. Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with his anger, the inner demon transforms into him again.
Here you go again. Try deep down inside. You've always wondered. Asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand, dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our scythe. Boring.
Boring? I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power, dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
As if to prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Hartman.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Family? Is Dom Toretto around? He would not go for this type of family.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
After intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse again. Straightens out his attire. Are you back in real time?
Lygon.
Nope.
Never
Not yet.
thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you.
We're gonna get punched in the face,
Seeing
aren't we?
you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
We're definitely gonna get punched in the face, aren't we? Definitely getting punched in the face. Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs, they were all your fault. You know, you are exactly like your father.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart.
Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycon is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he is still within an illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course. Whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone?
Man, that's a lie. He trusts the Proxy. Like, ever since he met the Proxy, he has never shown the sharp end of his blade towards us.
Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
Are we actually fighting? Either we're fighting or we're waking up. Oh, it's definitely a fight. Fight your inner self, huh? Man, this feels like a fighting game right now. Ooh.
Think about all the injustice.
This is like when we fought Shadow Jane. Oh my god.
If you choose to forgive,
you're
betraying yourself. You know that.
It's like when we fought the Shadow version of Jane.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Oh yeah, the hell? Wait, does he regenerate too?
You're just afraid to admit it.
Stunned enemy, okay. So doing EX stuns, okay. Ooh. Man, reminds me of Ruby Rose. I think he got me on that one. Dude. You know, Hugo rocking no hat is pretty fire. I just started a long hair gang, I like it. You know, I think when Hugo's banner comes around, I think I might have to main him, just because of the scythe. That's about it.
Are you trying to kill me?
Wait.
You can just get rid of me.
Does he get rid of the hat as soon as you do the EX special attack?
Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me. just as I am part of you.
I wonder, does he get rid of his hat as soon as he uses special attack? Why do I feel like everything around me is going to be thrown at us?
It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice,
Do I have to
strength,
keep attacking him?
forgiveness, justice.
Okay, it was just a set time limit. I was wondering if we had to keep fighting him or not. Finally, it's time to meet up with Lycon. IRL time? Hey!
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise from me, my dearest partner. This is just like what I saw in my dream. I guess there are still some lingering side effects.
Who knew? Man, let's get you some fries. Holy crap. Meet up with Lycon.
Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Man doesn't want the fucking aforementioned win. Lycon falls silent for a moment and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin, but a familiar chocolate.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death.
Hugo takes the coin. After a moment of silence, he eventually eats it.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But... I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Oh my god.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I feel like you would too, and I would sit through the entire thing.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Hugo stares at the ocean, a gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. The sunlight glances off both his eyes.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do, and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Shut it, you tsundere.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me, I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So you kick things off by approaching Edmund from the Tops Bake Shops. How did you manage to sweet talk him? I am a bit of an intelligent child. Illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more notable than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So I played his arrogance to my own advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers, but that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsiders in on it. Was a sacrifice core from the mayor's lab in your handiwork too? You could say that the security there is no joke, so I had to leverage Tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've gotten plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction to lure in the Exaltus. You knew they'd all be over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrifice core right into the robe of heroes. They actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you, I heard that after the auction they found a stash of counterfeit Denny's. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly, I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those holty-tolty accounts. And you found Hartman and talked him into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltus. After that, you shot your crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you, real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of this mess. And you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltus on their toes. Hold on a sec, if that's all there is. Why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you have a way to dodge that kind of thing. Lycon, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? Nani? When it comes to stopping the Exaltus, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have his own reasons. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know, if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit-chat. We've got bigger things to deal with. Where are we going? Or are we just gonna end up back in the same scene? Oh, we're just casually in the hollow, are we? Huh.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too.
I think we might just chill here. They're gonna play the other dialogue.
I know where they are.
See, we've been going for a little bit. I think we could probably finish the rest. Oh wait, that's in battle. Let's see. We'll come back to this. It'll throw us in there. I think we should be halfway-ish done with the story. Oh, we did that whole thing. Damn. Pause story. Where are we at? Oh, I can't even use it. Okay, we're gonna pause. I think we're probably like halfway through the story. That's funny that we're still here. Trust event, other stuff. Ah, we can throw that there, okay. We are halfway in there. Oh no, we are like so close all the way to being done. Okay, I didn't think that part would take all the way into there. Okay, let's keep it in suspense for now. We'll keep it in suspense for now. We'll take a break and come back fully tomorrow with this. Let me see the other events we can probably check out. That's just main story quest. This is side content we can probably just check out tomorrow. I don't think they have... Okay, that's the same same stuff. Okay. I think we'll just chill there, come back tomorrow, finish the rest of it, maybe check out the flower event, and then call it there. I think that's what we'll do, at least for a little bit. Because we're like, maybe somewhere in between halfway through the story-ish. So we'll call it good there, see what happens. And without further ado, I must bid you adieu, so goodbye, and good night, bang, and I will see you later, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.